Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you have been enjoying the series Adharshila and particularly international groupings and regional groupings. So now we are here and we are done with the specialized agencies part. Now we are continuing with our discussion on the funds and programs of the United Nations. Funds and programs. See, as we understood, there were principal organs of the United Nations, there were specialized agencies of the United Nations. Now we are on to the funds and programs. As we know the difference between the principal organs and the specialized agencies, so we need to learn about the funds and programs too. See, these funds are and programs are dedicated to a special cause, special cause matlab, suppose in this lecture we are going to discuss UNICEF and the special cause for which the UNICEF is working is child rights and their welfare. ठीक है. Then we have World Food Program which is working towards eradicating the hunger, achieving the sustainable development goal number 2, no poverty, zero hunger, that is SDG 2. Then we have UN Habitat which is working towards the provision of providing affordable housing to least development countries. So basically these are the funds and programs for which these agencies have been working. Okay, so let us start with the discussion. Now we have our first lecture and the overall 8th lecture of this series, funds and programs of the United Nations. In this lecture we are going to discuss UNICEF, then we have World Food Program, then we have UN Habitat. Okay, so 3 bodies or the funds we will be discussing in this lecture. ठीक है, चलो आगे चलते हैं इसके. Now we have UNICEF as the first body which we are going to discuss. ठीक है, UNICEF is United Nations Children Fund. अर्लियर इसका दूसरा भी फुल फॉर्म है यूनाइटेड नेशंस इंटरनेशनल चाइल्ड इमरजेंसी फंड, बट इन शॉर्ट वी विल से यूनाइटेड नेशंस चिल्ड्रन फंड. सो बेसिकली इट इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which has been working for child welfare, including vaccination is there, malnourishment is also targeted, malnourishment or we can say hunger issue. Then we have trafficking is also considered, trafficking is there. Then we have WASH, sanitation and hygiene is also considered. So these are nothing but the focus area of the UNICEF as an organization. If we talk about the foundation and the headquarters, it was founded in 1946 and the headquarters are in New York. See, majority of the principal organs is specialized agencies and the funds have their organizational headquarters either at New York or in European countries. See, this is one of the problems for the United Nations, or I can say for the balancing of the world order. Majority of their headquarters are either in Europe or either in USA, but their field of working has been in Asia or in Africa. So we need to have some kind of equitable distribution where their headquarters as well as their area of function should be equitably distributed. Okay, this is one of the reforms we always talk about the UN Security Council as well as UN General Assembly and the other organs of the United Nations. Okay, so UNICEF works to reach the most disadvantaged children and adolescents and aims to protect the rights of the every child everywhere. So this is the motto of the United Nations Children Fund. ठीक है, its work is funded entirely through the voluntary support of the millions of people. See, everyone can donate to the cause of the UNICEF. You can go to the website of the UNICEF and contribute to the as the amount you like there is no compulsion like this amount you need to pay. You can donate any amount you are comfortable with. Okay, so people around the world and partners in government, civil society and the private sector. See, basic funda is everyone can donate to the cause of the UNICEF, everyone can donate for the cause of the child welfare. So next point is it is devoted to aiding the national efforts to improve the health, nutrition, education and जनरल वेलफेयर ऑफ द चिल्ड्रन. बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट है. यूनिसेफ का मैंडेट ही क्या है? टू फाइट फॉर द चाइल्ड वेलफेयर. ओके, सो लेट अस मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. नाउ वी हैव See, these are the focus area which we have been talking about in the initial starting point of the lecture. So the focus areas are adolescent development, child protection is there, child rights is there, children with disabilities is also considered, climate change and environment, COVID-19 response, then we have early childhood development, education, gender, health, humanitarian emergencies, immunization, that is vaccination, migrant and refugee children, nutrition, social and behavioral change, social policy, and water, sanitation and hygiene, that is wash, Is it clear? So let us move on to the next point. Now we have the next concept is India and the UNICEF. How India and UNICEF have been collaborating with each other. First, see the data from the UNICEF. If you talk about the data, there is a report by UNICEF known as the State of the World's Children Report. State of the World's Children Report. See, this report is the annual publication of the UNICEF. And this report talks about the data regarding to children in every country. The report talks about the mortality rate, the vaccination rate, the death rate, the birth rate, everything it talks about. So basically this data, the data from this report is used by Indian authorities for the policy making. Itna clear hai? This data, the data which the UNICEF has been publishing in its report, State of the World's Children Report, is being used by the Indian authorities for the effective policy making. Okay, हम लोग डेटा को देखेंगे ना कि जहाँ पे there is a issue कि यार mortality rate is high in some region, then we will see कि यार यहाँ पे hospitals का access कम है, institutional deliveries very less है और आयरन फॉलिक टैबलेट्स वगैरह की कमी है उस एरिया में, तो वी विल टारगेट दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया ओनली. सो दिस इज द लाइक हेल्प वी टेक फ्रॉम द यूनिसेफ डेटा. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट वी हैव, देयर वाज अ प्रोग्राम युवा, YUWAH. It was launched in collaboration with UNICEF. To skill the youth of the country. So basically this was a program between India and the UNICEF, and it was targeted to skilling of the people of the young people in the India. Okay, so these are some of the program in which India and UNICEF have been collaborating with each other. Okay, so let us move on to the next point. Now we have World Food Program. This is the second fund, or I can say program of the United Nations. And the mandate of this body or the program is to eliminate hunger. Or I can say eliminate hunger. There is an SDG. First is no poverty, second is zero hunger, third is like good health, quality education is there. So it talks about the achieving the SDG 2, that is eliminating hunger. So this program was founded in 1961 and the headquarters is in Rome. Okay, India is a member of this organization. If we talk about the mandate of this body, the World Food Program is the world's largest humanitarian organization saving lives in emergencies, not important, using food assistance. This is important to build a pathway to peace, stability and prosperity. ठीक है, it is the world's largest humanitarian organization committed towards its global goal of ending hunger by year 2030, that is SDG 2. SDG 2 इसका particular area of working है, किसका? World Food Program का. इतना clear है? See, this is also the organization which won the Nobel Peace Prize. This organization also won Nobel Peace Prize in the year 2020 for its humanitarian assistant in achieving the SDG 2, that is eliminate the hunger among the people. Okay, so let us move on to the next point. Now we have objective of the World Food Program. See, it strives to eradicate hunger. अभी हमने बात करी, और malnutrition को खत्म करना है. with the ultimate goal of eliminating the need for food aid itself. Ultimate goal क्या है कि किसी कंट्री को फूड एड का रिक्वायरमेंट ही ना हो, कंट्री को फूड एड हमको देना ही ना पड़े. फूड एड ना देने का मतलब क्या हुआ कि दे आर सेल्फ सफिशिएंट टू ग्रो द अमाउंट ऑफ फूड दे रिक्वायर, लाइक देयर वुड बी नो इम्पोर्ट ऑफ द गुड्स, या फिर इम्पोर्ट होगा और एक्सपोर्ट होगा, दैट एवरीथिंग विल बी बैलेंस. ठीक है, तो दिस टाइप का सिचुएशन वी वांट. सपोज देयर इज अ कंट्री इन अफ्रीका नोन बाय द नेम ऑफ कोंगो, सो कोंगो इज सेल्फ सफिशिएंट फॉर दिस एंटायर फूड प्रोडक्शन. और ये भी हो सकता है कि सपोज द अमाउंट ऑफ फूड दैट द कोंगो हैज बीन एक्सपोर्टिंग is equal to the amount of food the Congo has been importing. So there is some kind of equitable distribution. तो यही ultimate world food program का mandate है, and I hope this mandate is achieved in the near future, so that we don't need bodies like this. Suppose every child is like good, their health is good, their education is good, no child is suffering from the like menace of trafficking or any kind of other menaces, तो हमको इन फंड्स की जरूरत ही नहीं है. we don't need UNICEF, we don't need world food program. so ultimately we need a kind of utopian society जहाँ पे इन organizations को हमको जरूरत ही ना पड़े. ठीक है, so the next point is in India, WFP has moved from providing food aid. Earlier it was providing food aid to India, but now it is providing the technical assistance. पहले क्या करता था, पहले इंडिया को during 1960s-70s we used to have food aid from the countries. We used to import food grains like PL 480 wheat was there, which we were importing from the USA. But after that, as we are self-sufficient in the food production, even we are exporting our food grains to the other countries. So in this case, now we are moved from getting food aid to getting the technical assistance from the World Food Program, and this is being given to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. ठीक है, this is the nodal ministry. All right. So let us move on to the next point. It provides food assistance in two ways. ठीक है, या तो वो डायरेक्टली हमें फूड दे देगा, or by meeting people's food needs by providing cash based transfer. Either it can directly provide food to a country, or it can provide the cash transfers to the country so that country can purchase the food for themselves. ठीक है, so let us move to the next point. The Nobel Peace Prize 2020 was awarded to the UN World Food Program. Already we have discussed this point. So अभी हमारे क्या है, दो funds and programs we have finished. So let us move on to the next point. Now we have UN Habitat as the third body, third fund. So UN Habitat is doing nothing but provides for safe shelter in least developed countries. तो इसका जो mandate है, this is nothing but to provide the safe shelter to the people in the least developed countries. ठीक है, फूड के लिए देयर वाज वर्ल्ड फूड प्रोग्राम, चिल्ड्रन राइट्स के लिए देयर वाज यूनिसेफ. सो वी नीड सम काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और प्रोग्राम to help us achieve the goal of like safe shelter for the everyone in the least and developing countries. ठीक है, so this organization have been working for this end. So it is a human settlements program, is the UN Agency for Human Settlements and Sustainable Urban Development. Its mission is to promote socially and environmentally sustainable human settlements development and the achievements of adequate shelter for all. So this is the mandate of the UN Habitat, adequate shelter for all. So it was founded in 1977 and the headquarter is in Nairobi, Kenya. So let us move on to the next point. Now we have some of the specific work of the United Nations Habitat. See, this organization has been working in 4 areas. First is we have reduce spatial inequality and poverty in communities across the urban-rural continuum. See, spatial is related to space. You don't need to confuse between SPATIAL, that is spatial, and we have special, SPECIAL. ये तो सबको पता होगा. Spatial is related to space, like urban and rural differentiation, So the first point itself talks about like spatial inequality should be eliminated and urban and rural housing should be almost similar. There should not be much difference between the services in the urban area as well as the rural area. Second point is enhanced shared prosperity across cities and regions. ठीक है, simple point is there. Strengthen climate action and improved urban environment. ठीक है, see there is a lot of innovation that has been happening in the housing sector. We are getting like 3D printed houses. We have green buildings where the consumption of electricity is very low because we don't need much air conditioning requirement. So these kind of innovations somehow are being helped by the UN Habitat. UN Habitat is providing the research for the construction of these kind of new green buildings. ठीक है, so the next point is effective urban crisis prevention and response. What can be urban crisis which can be there? It can be like heat dome effect can be there, the problem of floods is there, the problem of like congestion, people not able to move from one point to another point. Bangalore traffic jams have been famous, like it took half an hour to reach a distance of 1 kilometer. So these kind of problems that are getting faced by the urban cities. So UN Habitat is directly or indirectly helping in eliminating these kind of problems. So in this lecture we have discussed the three programs of the United Nations, that is UNICEF was there, World Food Program was there, and then we have UN Habitat. So I hope you liked the lecture. In the next lecture we will be discussing some more of the funds and programs of the United Nations. Thank you very much. Do like and share the Tathastu ICS. Thank you.